everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Chargers. With that, let's get you out to San Diego. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 10 miles inland from the blue waters of the Pacific Ocean as we greet you from lovely San Diego, California. Today, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the San Diego Chargers. They come up in an offset eye. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. This Charger defense just hoping for some of the production they had in Week 9 when they had 2 touchdowns against the Titans. They had Dwight Lowry, a fumble recovery, and then Brandon Flowers with a pick 6.
Making up for the loss of Jason Verrett. Got hurt earlier this year, an excellent corner. But how about Joey Bosa? So many people were talking about would he have an impact this year after he missed the first few games. Boy, he's having a huge impact rushing the passer.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Taylor to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. He's got time. Hits his target, Hunter. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain there for the Bills. 33 yards. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Taylor on 1st down. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Taylor. And that is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, 47 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're on the dime. Here's Taylor. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He completes it to Hunter. Give him 9 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they would not try a field goal. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. Howell on the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Taylor will throw. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out here in the eye. They'll sneak it with Taylor. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. This time Taylor will throw, and that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now a shot near the goal line for the fullback, Felton. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
And that's the problem with putting a bigger personnel package in. A lot of times it makes it hard to find space. And now you're looking at 3rd and goal.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak with Taylor. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Tyrod Taylor taking it in. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. So now it's 1st and goal. This is Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He completes it to Hunter. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
In motion, the tight end Clay. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rivers now on 2nd down. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, week 9, Gates had another in a long line of great afternoons in San Diego. His best game of the season, 5 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown, his 108th of his career.
And he also has a bigger legacy to the game. Former basketball player in college, turned football player. Remember, he didn't play football at all in college, but now it has the NFL guys checking out college basketball players to see, maybe, possibly, could there be another Antonio Gates out there?
Played at Kent State, right?
Yes, he did. And he played really well in the NCAA tournament, too.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Justin Hunter, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit him big.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. Halfback sent in motion. 3rd and long for Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Slot man moves right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now Gordon on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now a play fake here on first down, and that's complete to Gates. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns.
And defenses get to the quarterback that quickly. A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
On 3rd down, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin from 21 yards away. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We can talk about rookie quarterbacks and mistakes they make, but an 11-11 record and 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions going into this weekend's games, that wasn't too bad.
Not bad at all. And understandably, a lot of people talking about Prescott and Wentz, but you say Cody Kessler deserves a little love.
I think so. He made a 6th start against Dallas, threw a touchdown pass, and continues to be accurate and tough in the pocket. Carson Wentz, I think, is still playing well, despite the fact the team's had a little bit of a losing skid. But Dak Prescott threw 3 touchdown passes at Green Bay, threw 3 more against Cleveland last weekend.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, it's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 5. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out, and the Bills get a bit closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Chargers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, and now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Corey Graham brings him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Rivers. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 30 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rivers to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. A toss play. Gordon. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to...
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Taylor. This will be caught at the 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Here's Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills cut into that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. On 3rd down, Rivers. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Just keeping the play alive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steve Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, 85 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Another extra point opportunity here. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Taylor, he's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain there for the Bills. 35 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many...